What's up, everybody? What is my... Okay, good. Okay, making sure. I didn't have any weird fucking settings on my bit rate and all that. Hopefully that cleared the 7 seconds and I didn't just demonetize this video. Whoops. There we go. God, I hate that stupid rule, man. It's so dumb. Dumb. Anyway, I don't know. There was stuff there for a second. There was silence for a minute, so should be fine. One would hope. Howdy, Milky. How are you? Hope everybody had a good Saturday. There we go. I actually caught myself this time before I kept on going. What's up, Haiti? Howdy. Drew. Now I only speak English, so I don't know what some of this is, Milky. I apologize. What's up, Cole? What a wonderful day. It's not a bad day. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get a nap in before House of the Dragon tonight. We'll see if I can pull that off. Did you think Stolas' singing voice is better in Look My Way or the episode that just came out? Well, they're two very, very different styles of song. So it's hard to really quantify which one I think is better. I mean, it's more loose, it's more fiery, it's more... I don't know how to really describe it in this latest episode, but you know, I really like his... like, I don't know, the sweetness, the softness of his voice in most of his songs, because they're always very mellow, very chill. You know, You'll Be Okay is still one of my favorite songs in between both shows, really. And Look My Way is a lot of that as well. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. I still need to listen to, I think, the song a couple more times here, really, to get used to it. But I'm gonna probably go with Look My Way right now. But that could change. It was very love rock ballad type, which is very different, kind of a quite strong, stark contrast to former stylings. But I think that's meant to show, like, just how shaken he is right now. I won't make the stream. Love y'all. Have fun. Take it easy, Sean. Thanks for stopping in, though. What's up, Dion? How are you going? What's up, Biscuit Queen? Emma. Howdy. What's everybody into today? Welcome to the post-apology tour stream. I mean, technically, that is very true. It is very much so a post-apology tour stream, considering I didn't expect it to come out this week, actually. I expected it to come out next week, you know, like on a Friday or something like that, when I was in the middle of, like, recording and editing, I think Doctor Who or something of the sort, I don't remember which, and then I saw refresh my feed, and I was like, oh my god, I am still awake, and this episode is going to be coming out in a couple of hours. Oh no. But it worked out. What's up, Christian? Howdy. Renan's here. Cat is here. The dirty artist is here. Well, clean up, not key. What's up, Baron Brendan? Hello, world. Also, the new episode of Helluva Boss got me messed up, seeing as I relate to Blitzo. Minus the whole murder and sex things. You sure? Why not just throw it all into the mix? I kid. I love these two, man. I love Blitz. Again, you know, someone's trauma doesn't always excuse the way they treat people, but it does help to understand his rationale, and I love my sad boy so much. I don't know if I asked what's your favorite season of Stranger Things, and how is your weekend, and do you ever do openings of your P.O. Box stuff? Well, I've only gotten one thing so far. You know, I got my first thing this week, which I have not opened, because I have it right here. So that is something that I was pondering about doing. So, yeah. I mean, as far as that goes, weekend's been good so far. Went out to eat yesterday, you know, did editing, all that jazz. Doctor Who in the morning. Then Helluva Boss came out with that episode, and I was just like, I had to focus on that, so we moved the stream. And then went out to eat. Ended up not being that great. Came back home, though. Played some Helldivers with Adam and Jay for a few hours. That was fun. And then I just turned in because I had a long day. So that's why Superman was a little late coming out today. As far as favorite season of Stranger Things, it's probably 4. You know, like, for me, with Stranger Things, every season to me has always been my next favorite, every new season. So right now, my favorite season is season 4. What's up, JC? What's up, Dion again? How's your week gone? Looking forward to Monday? No, I'm never looking forward to Monday because Monday means work. And one of our guys is out for half of this week. So it's going to be I hope it's not, but it's probably going to be a shitty week. But we will see. We will see. Hey, Bleep. That song that Stolas is singing is stuck in my head. That it is. I was rewatching the episode of The Acolyte and wonder if the Master was on Osha's and May's home planet. Well, I talked about in the episode, I think if it's not, I don't even know how you say his name, Khmer. If it's not the dopey guy following her around with his little act, my next highest suspect on my list right now is Mother Coral. Like her mother that carried them. Because she favored May. She was always aggressive. Her first action was to lash out. She wanted to kill the Jedi. You know, she if anybody is one to give in to the dark side. So like she's next highest on my list if it's not the Weasley dude. So that's what I was thinking. So very well could have been. Love the Doctor Who finale. It finally made me realize why my parents named me Highway 55. I'm not making the correlation. Oh wait, no. Because they just pointed at a sign. They're like, oh, that's it. That's kind of funny. It's a funny. Boy, season 4 has been cooking. It has. I've really been enjoying it so far. Hey there, what is your overall opinion of the new season of Doctor Who? Personally, I love Ncuti and Millie's chemistry. Love their chemistry. Love Ncuti. He's fucking phenomenal as the Doctor. You know, obviously, I think Space Babies was a little bit of a rocky start. Again, don't dislike it, don't hate it, but it was just, alright. It's alright. Every episode after that, though, I really, really liked it. I just have a lot of problems with the finale because there's a lot of, like, not even like red herrings, just bold-faced lies all throughout the season that did not pay off in the finale whatsoever. So I'm a little very rough about my feelings on that finale. I enjoyed it, it was fun, but the longer you think about it and the season as a whole, it starts to kind of fall apart. But hell, it's way better than what we had been getting up until this point. Stolas on some Freddie Mercury with that latest song from Apology Tour. That he was. I'll second that. Stolas' song and Apology Tour rivals 2 Minute Notice for me. I'm gonna have to listen to it a couple more times. I don't know if I could go that far. I don't know if I could go that far just yet, but we'll have to wait and see. I need to listen to it a couple more times because, you know, in the moment, I'm just trying to like piece together what is happening. I haven't listened to it since that first watch yet, so we'll have to wait and see how I feel about it after a couple more listens, which will certainly happen at this point since it's been put out online now. Am I hyped for Deadpool? I'm pretty excited for it. Definitely looking forward to it for sure. That one scene between Sage and the Deep in the latest episode, yikes. Yikes indeed. That's for sure. It's so good to be back. I've been super busy lately. I've been trying to remodel my room, and I missed the last few streams. I'm so sorry. Never apologize for life getting in the way of attending my silly little streams. You can always listen back after the fact, but like, you guys just need to take care of yourselves and do what you do, and don't feel bad. Never feel bad. I will... Well, I was going to say I'll always be here, but that's not always the case, and it won't always be the case. That is the sad reality of life. I love the Doctor Who finale, even though it's mixed across the fandom. Fair, fair, fair. Like, there's a lot of things I loved about it, like the vibe. It was entertaining, it was fun, there was a lot of great bits, but it's just one of those things where the more you think about it, the more holes you can poke in all of these things. What's up, Rice Cake? How are you after Apology Tour? I still haven't recovered. Honestly, like I said in my reaction, like, I feel better now than I did after Full Moon. And I think it's because our sad boys are finally addressing why they're sad. And they finally talked about things. And while it was messy, while it wasn't pretty how it took place, at least they're finally doing it, you know? One little hang up that I have, at least at the moment, and I think that it was starting to be addressed, and I think the more we spend some time away, I think it'll sink in, was that Stolas very much so undersold and downplayed, like, his perpetuation of Blitz's idea of this relationship. Definitely much so, especially even on the rewatch. You know, I talked about where I'd only watched up until episode 6 up until this point. You know, I'm done with my season 1 rewatch. I'm about to rewatch season 2 from the beginning now. There is so many times where Stolas's behavior very much so just proves Blitz right, whether he means to or not. I know he doesn't mean to, so that's just a thing I say. Remove that part of the equation. I know Stolas doesn't mean to do that. He doesn't mean it in a negative way. That's what's expected. That's the mask they've both created for themselves to protect themselves from what they want this to be, really. But, you know, it comes down to that privilege conversation I talked about in my video. Is like, from him coming from where he does, there's no way for him to realize how his words affect Blitz, who has only grown up living in this system, living and hearing these things end on end on end on end. For Stolas to even realize it. But in the song, the second he starts to question things, Verosika and Tex are just like, no. Can't be your fault. Not your fault. Stop it. No, Blitz only. Like, he's trying to like exercise his part that was played in it. Anyway. But yeah, I think that this is necessary for them to grow. Definitely necessary for them to grow. What's up, Baronessa? How are you? How are you? What's up, Horse Lover? Everyone, happy Sunday. How are we feeling after Apology Tour? I just kind of went on a tirade about that. The next episode is in 4 months. I honestly can't wait that long. Thankfully, from what I've heard, we will have, I think 3 shorts are supposed to release between now and the next episode, the next full episode. So we'll at least have a little something. I'm just really curious who the next shorts will even focus on. And who would you guys like to see them focus on? I'm very curious. Because I'm not even sure who I would like to see some side episodes on. After seeing Mr. 3, what are your thoughts on One Piece character design so far? They are goofy as fuck sometimes, especially with that character. But I dig it, man. I like it. It's fun. It's a little wacky, but that fits the vibe. I don't know. Like, there's some really badass character designs that they got going on. Like the designs for all the main cast, but like our villains, for the most part, I love, especially with 5 and Valentine, like the cultural inspirations for their characters. I like stuff like that. You know, there was a lot of that in Attack on Titan as well, specifically with the Titans. But, you know, anyway, you know, real world characters reflected or as inspiration in the characters we're looking at. Love all that kind of stuff. So people like Mr. 3, man, dude, that's just some funny, dumb shit, man. It's so funny. I'm Mr. 3, and I only buy things that have 3s on them, and I do my hair into a big old 3. It's goofy. That song at the end of Apology Tour was a banger. Yes, it was. That is very, very... All the songs from both shows, I think, are... there's not really a miss. Not really. Not in my book. But, no. I'd say they're all pretty damn solid. You know, worst I could say about any of them is maybe that was good. You know, maybe like the Cherub intro, or the kids singing along with the teacher at the opening of season 1. Not bad, but maybe not a banger. But all the songs in these shows range from good to banger, and most are bangers, man. Which is show's got a high batting average. There's a show you just will not react to, or is anything fair game? A lot of it just comes down to my mood and if it wins a poll. Obviously, if there's something new or ongoing that I'm actively interested in or covering already, or it's already in my wheelhouse, like DC stuff, Marvel stuff, what did I just say? DC, Marvel, Star Wars, House of the Dragon, obviously. Anything in those spheres, I'm pretty much guaranteed to be there. Outside of that, just comes down to, is there hype there? Is there interest there? If it's a show that has long since ended, that's where it gets a little muddy. Do I have the time? Is it something that would be worth watching? Or did you vote on it? So, as far as like, I don't know if there's a show that comes to mind right now that I just would absolutely refuse to react to. Originally, I probably would have said One Piece, because, well, now we're here. But I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure of a show I would just say outright, no, I'm not watching that too. The latest episode of The Boys was crazy. Yes, it was. What's up, Claw? How are you? Mrs. Flood thinks that she is the one who waits in that rooftop scene for Christmas, or the one that Shooty's regeneration. I don't think that's what she was saying, necessarily. But who knows anymore? Forgot to say this last week, but I'm really glad you loved Love Lies Bleeding. I'm glad I did too. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good movie. I wish more people watched that reaction. So that means you would react to Bluey? I mean, maybe. I wouldn't say no to it, but it's not going to be something I just straight up would just do on my own volition. I don't think. I mean, we've watched clips of it already, so, I mean, I enjoy it for what it is. Jay and Adam are reacting to it, but he's a parent, so that makes sense to me. Give Andy Starr an Emmy, man. His acting in the newest episode was insane. His acting in every episode is insane. He just keeps getting stuff to chew on every step of the way. It's just so good. How excited are you for Huntington Comic-Con? I'm pretty damn excited, only considering that Brandon Rogers is going to not be a state away or half a country away. And not, you know, I've already met the dude, so like, I don't know. I'm still hoping to get a press badge again this year, so we'll see how that goes. But out of sight of it, like most of the time, like I just like going and even if like a con doesn't have a lot of names that I want to go to, I still like going because you can find great artist stuff, like handmade stuff, artist created stuff, or just nice little stuff from the shops, like rare collectibles and stuff like that on that. I like burning through I like wasting money, if you can't tell. You know, when there's probably more important things I could be doing with it, I'll always spend money on, yes, we primarily go to cons to buy shit. Yeah, because it's always fun little shit. So like, even if like Brandon being there was a highlight, being announced, Ray Park I think is another one. Like I saw Ray Park show up, but Ray Park and Brandon Rogers are the main two I kind of was hooked on when they've announced so far. But for the most part, I don't know. Like, I've got pictures with him. I got a voice recording. You guys saw it in the reaction that I included for him talking to the, well, roasting me, actually. So I'd be curious to just kind of do a little update, so we'll see what happens. I still definitely want to say hey, especially after these last couple of episodes. I'm just really curious who else might be announced between now and then. But it's nice to see, like, more people come to something a little closer to home, because that rarely happens. Although it's such a shame I'm not doing well compared to your other videos. Oh yeah, that's for sure. With Love Lies Bleeding. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Honestly, I didn't expect it to, but I just wanted to watch it for myself, at least. I think The Boys might end with Ryan living with a living relative or being put up for adoption. I mean, either it could be true. I have no idea how that's going to play out, the whole Ryan thing. That's true, just finished Stranger Things. Hell yeah, which one's your favorite then? What's up, Himmo? How are you? New here? Well, welcome. I try to do these every weekend. Typically, it's on Saturday, same time. But, yeah. Helluva Boss dropped an episode yesterday, so I canceled the stream so I could work on editing that video. So typically Saturdays are when we kind of do these, but had to change it up. A little thought I have is that Helluva Boss episode Mastermind might be about Blitzo's dad, and he was the mastermind behind manipulating Blitzo and separating him from Fizz. Just a thought, though. That's actually an interesting little theory. Considering, you know, the next one's what, Ghost Fuckers? Yeah. I mean, Matt, that lines up. That's quite possibly true, because we know that someone sabotaged that relationship just outright. And he has been the mastermind of everything wrong with Blitz. So I'm really looking forward to diving in that, because we know that from the trailers, they're definitely going to be exploring more flashbacks, more of what happened with his father and what happened back at the circus. So we'll see what happens. Trailer for Nosferatu was crazy. I haven't seen that. I haven't watched that trailer yet. What is a TV show trope you despise? Where if it comes up, you're like, oh, here we go. I don't know if there's any that I might roll my eyes, but I don't know if there's any that I would say I straight up despise, other than the person leaves just too late, or the misunderstanding, or the person walking in just at the wrong moment, or the right moment or the wrong moment to see something. They'd be like, oh no, and then leaves or whatever, you know. Or, you know, like they come in, they hear half a conversation where someone's being sarcastic, but they don't know that, and then they leave before they actually say what they really mean. And then you're just like, God damn it, if you just stayed for like 5 more seconds, we wouldn't have this problem. You know, shit like that. That's so frustrating. Andy Starr is an amazing actor. Each time he's on screen as Homelander, it makes me nervous and anxious. Very, very true. What's up, Beauty Adri? How are you? Or Audrey, either or. I'm not sure which, but welcome, welcome. Thank you for reacting so quickly to Helluva Boss. I thought I was late. You know, to be fair, a lot of the people that beat me to the punch, I don't know if they pause, they don't talk. I mean, their videos are barely longer than the episode itself, so I don't feel that bad about it. But fuck, man, my 50-minute yap session was intense. It was a little rough to edit, not gonna lie. But yeah, I tried to be as on top of that as possible. So yeah, those things are definitely priority. What were your thoughts on Helluva Boss Season 2, Episode 9? Well, it was an amazing episode, but I'm going to tell you to watch my breakdown of that episode, because I'm pretty sure you know what I thought if you watched my video. Just saying. Gotta feed that algorithm. Kinda hope Moffat has a second showrunner run. Well, we'll see. Do you like the Halo The Flood book? because I think it's pretty amazing. You haven't checked out for a long time to check out again. I still have never finished it because it was just way too redundant to me. I got so bored reading it because it was shit. I mean, it was just going through what was in the game. So like I just never actually powered through it. I have it still. I've just anytime I got checked out of it, I just went back and played the first game again. So I don't know. Is it worth continuing? Because like, does it really add that much more? Because I gotta tell you, like I got 3-4 chapters into it and I was bored. And I mean, this was a long time ago too, so attention span may not have been all that great. Watched the boys episode and I couldn't feel bad for Frenchie because he knew what he did and still got involved with Colin. I'm kind of right there with you as well. I don't feel bad really at all about it. So we'll see what happens with it, man. We'll see. What is up? I've listened to it so many times since watching it. I need it on an actual platform. So they just released the song online by itself just a few minutes ago. So I mean, if that's what we're talking about right here. But yeah, I definitely can't wait to. I bet soon I will send something to the P.O. Box. I have a few Avatar Last Airbender stuff, but I'm curious, how do you send stuff to a P.O. Box? I mean, I would just go to the post office and be like, hey, I want to send this somewhere. I mean, that's what I do whenever I have to send shit. So I assume it's just the same. Depending on the size and all that kind of stuff, you may or may not have to use like UPS. I don't know. The gist of it, I just go to the post office and be like, how do send? I use my own packing. I usually just put it into like a box or something like that, my own packing materials and all that, but they also provide that sort of stuff there as well. Has Paramount renewed Halo yet, or Season 2 the last? There is still not, as far as I am aware, they still have not said a single thing about Season 3. So, who knows? I'm not going to be shocked if that's the last season. If Season 2 is all we get. I will not be shocked at all. I also won't be upset either. House of the Dragon premiere was dark, man. I was not prepared. At this point, it's Game of Thrones, man. I'm not surprised at all with what it did. It's just those sounds, man. Those sounds. It was awful, man. I watched Adam and Jay's reaction, dude, and I knew the moment that happened, Jay was not gonna have a good time at that end, and I honestly felt bad for having watched that and witnessed it. Like, no breakdown, no talking after the episode. He was just like, don't even rate it. Just turn off the camera. I totally, I feel so bad for Jay, man. Love reactions. You're the best, and I love how you show all of your emotions. But thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be a vulnerable little egg on the internet as much as possible. Because, you know what? I spend too much time being told to keep that shit in. And if we can promote people being a little more open about this stuff, maybe Blitz and Solus would be a little happier. I don't know if those correlate at all, but yeah, I don't know. I just love when I watch something, I just try to give myself completely to it. It just pierces that shell. Cat F, I sent you the package. You can open it if you want. You don't have to. No pressure. I think it's really cool. If you watch Blind Wave, I sent them the same thing. You guys are my favorite. Well, since it came up, I have refrained from opening it, so let's see what it is. I don't, just based on the shape, I had no idea what this could even be. So we will find out if I, open this properly. Me and box cutters, man. It's a deadly combo. It's a scary combo. God damn it. All right. Anyway, guys, on opening shit with Omni, he tries to figure out how to open shit. Nunchucks. That would be a very, like, for what? A giant? Like, if you tied these together and you're like nunchuck, what are you? Good God. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, shit. Oh, is this like a wall? Oh, this... Okay. How do not fuck up? Aha! Alright. Okay. And... Oh, gosh. Oh! Yo! Holy shit. Dude! It's... Well, shit. It's a map of... it's a map of the Grand Line. Yo. Reverse Mountain. All the little places we've been so far. East Blue. North Blue. West Blue. It's a map of the One Piece world. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you. That feels expensive. Like, that is some thick-ass parchment. I'm gonna just have to... Where have we been? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look at that later in detail. Ooh, what do we have here? Was there anything else? Come on. Alright. Oh, no! Okay. Let's see. Hi Omni, hope you like this. Love your One Piece reactions. Always watch them. You give such great insight. You always catch everything. That's a lie. I appreciate your confidence in my ability to catch things. I do miss stuff. Let's be honest. I do miss some things sometimes, but I try. I try my best. I don't miss a lot, but I do miss things sometimes. Cat is a... Oh. Is this that's from you, and this is from them, I guess. Hello, Omni. Kat is a customer of ours that is a huge fan of your content. We at Boom Lab Shop decided to upgrade her order and to show her appreciation of your content. Well, that's fancy. Well, that's neat. Okay, well, what do we have over here? Oh. Oh, whoa. I know I'm doing this to me so I can see it, but I don't know what half of these do, but it's all kinds of fucking devil fruits. We got the gum at the top and a whole I'm glad it just I was a little worried reading this for a second once I saw it, sort of unraveling it, because realistically, I can't tell, none of these spoil anything, because for a second I was like, oh god, please don't tell me what they do. That is wicked awesome. Oh, did you just do the map? Was this a surprise? Was this unexpected even to you? Well, hell, look at that. Yeah, I don't know if that's all of the devil fruits, but it's a shit ton of devil fruits. And then the map. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Kat. I have no idea where I'm going to put this, but I will find a place to add to the collection. Because I mean, I don't have a whole lot of One Piece merch just yet, but I mean, I've got 3 Luffy hats. So, got this one from the One Piece Cafe, this one from the Netflix show, and this neon abomination from Hot Topic. So, hell yeah, thank you so much. I really, really love and appreciate those. Those things are high quality too. Boom Labs. I have to look into some of their stuff because that's some pretty cool shit. Thank you. All right. Now, as per usual, that probably helped get us behind. But no, I really love that. Let's see. I wonder if Kara and Jimmy will have a real relationship. I expect them to. I do think something will go that way for sure. A lot of things happened this week. The Deep getting some Say Jussie, and Stolet's no longer a thing. It is still a thing. How dare you imply that it is not? They're just not boinking at the moment. Last night, I saw Fury Road for the first time in preparation for Furiosa being on Digital Tuesday, and that oh fuck, that comes out Tuesday. I will probably try to react to that. And that film was absolutely amazing. Hell yeah. Yeah, Fury Road was awesome. Can't wait for Superman Lois Season 4. Likewise. Kind of irrelevant, but Jenna Coleman's pregnancy. So that's big news, I think. Oh, well, congrats to Jenna Coleman. We got a little Coleman on the way. After watching the newest episode of The Boys, I know why Homelander is the way he is. Well, yeah, we all do. If Helluva Boss and Has Been Hotel had a crossover, what character do you think Blitz would go to in Has Been Hotel for advice? Probably Husk. I think they have a good vibe. He wouldn't tolerate his shit. He would call him on it. But I think Blitz might even respect it. You know, or otherwise, maybe Angel, because they both have, like, they both lean into sexuality as some type of coping and defense mechanism. So maybe they'd be able to help too, because in some ways, the hotel's working on Angel as well. So maybe put him into like a little bit of a mentor role. But I think it would be one of those two, personally. Can't wait for your next Agents of the S.H.I.E.L.D. reaction. I just recorded it earlier this morning, actually. What is the pinpoint most emotional best moment in Doctor Who? Example, wake up. Good night, Raggedy Man. You don't have to do it alone. I don't know, man. I think like Capaldi's like goodbye, or not goodbye speech, his speech about just being good to Missy and the Master. That one always gets me. We're all just stories in the end. That's one that gets me. And I don't want to go gets me. There's a lot that just get me, but those are the first ones that come to mind right now. Oh, I didn't know you do live streams. Glad to catch one. Just found your channel last week and it's super good. I've been watching so many videos of yours. Oh God. Hug from Portugal. What's up, Vanda? Well, welcome. So what videos have you been catching on to? What caught your eye? I mentioned this earlier, and I don't know if you were here or not, or how behind I am at this point, but just in case you missed it, we do these typically every Saturday at the same time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. time, East Coast time, for about 2 hours-ish, sometimes more because shit happens. But yeah, we usually talk about these, but like the new episode of Helluva Boss dropped yesterday, so I just, rather than cancel the stream, I postponed it to today. So, welcome, and feel free to hop in anytime, man. Speaking of your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions, I noticed you don't upload it at 2 p.m., but instead a different time, or 12 p.m. It just depends on the workload and how fast I can get it done. If I can get it done at 12 p.m., I will. I also don't like doing, like, if I have multiple episodes of something dropping out in a day, like of different shows, I don't like them to be just like an hour apart or shotgunning them out at the same time. I like to have some breathing room between the episodes, so I'll prioritize whatever the priority need to get this out video is, and then I'll give it like 2 hours before I post another video, because I think this last week for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I put it out at 2, because we had The Acolyte. I posted that at noon. So I just kind of rotate those things around as needed. What's up, Avalon? How are you? Not gonna lie, a short focus on Wally Wackford would be something I would love to see. That's actually one that kind of came to mind for me, was Wally. Just a day in the life of Wally, catching up with him and Loopty Goopty. And those guys as well would be kind of funny. You know, because we got Sally Mae. You know, it could be a flashback episode. I don't know if we're stuck in the present day or anything like that, but like you could do Chaz the Party Shark. Or, I don't know, just Crimson would be interesting. There's a lot of interesting ones, like, but even like the villain-centric ones, I think could be pretty interesting as well, like Crimson or Stryker. See what he's doing when he's not hunting Stolas or something like that. Or just Via, a day in the afternoon with Via. I wonder if Sam and Kate will show up next episode. I don't know if it'll be next episode, but we know it'll be this season sometime. What's up, D? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Loving your reaction to the bear. Thank you. I just recorded this week's reaction here earlier today. What's up, Arrow? Looking forward to some dragons tonight. Do you think we're getting a big action piece with this episode? I don't know if we'll get a big action piece just yet, but I don't watch the previews. I haven't watched any of the stuff for the next episode, so I don't know if there's anything that might imply of such, but I do not know. We'll see. I'm a long way off from starting a Patreon, but what did you offer when you first started? Full lengths, really. That's the main thing, is just full length reactions. Q&As. I mean, I really haven't changed my offerings, really, since I started it. So once I started the Patreon, it was just full-length reactions. You know, I still edit the review piece at the end, but it's just the unbroken whole thing. And then, you know, I put up a post for movie polls. That was something I did later, actually. I didn't do the movie reactions until a little bit later in the game. Doing movie polls for the community to pick a movie and stuff like that. And then I do like a community Q&A post every month as well. Drop whatever questions you got for me, and then I make a video answering them, kind of stuff like that. That's pretty much the gist of it for me right now. I'm a one-man crew, so like there's not a whole lot I can do. Will I react to Bluey? I addressed that earlier. I'm just catching up on some things here. Sam and Cat, like the girls from Nick? No. But that is kind of funny. I kind of feel bad for Homelander. He was just a kid and Vought made him into this. If they would have just treated him like a human being and gave him a loving family, he would probably be like Clark Kent. Very, very true. Put Bluey on a poll for April Fool's Day. I mean, it might not even be for April Fool's Day. And like, whenever we finish the bear, who knows? Maybe I'll put Bluey on the poll and just see what happens. I like the clips that I've seen, but, you know, you never know. I'm also not a dad. I'm not a parent, so I don't know how that would... Well, I'm a cat dad. Does that equate to dog dad? Not exactly, I would say. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I think 5 seasons is the perfect amount for a long-running show to have, in my opinion. I think it depends on the show and the story itself, and obviously the length of those seasons. It just, you know, I think it goes on a case-by-case basis, but for modern-day shows, it is kind of a compromise, I think. A lot of, you know, Breaking Bad was 5 seasons. Superman and Lois is about to be 4, though that's for wholly other reasons. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends. You should check out the short from Inaki Godoy during Luffy's birthday, because you already know the character who was teased in it. Ooh, okay. I'll have to take a look at that. I know he posted something for Luffy's birthday, but I didn't click on it. I just saw it on his, because I follow him on Instagram, but I saw it pop up, but I didn't, like, let it play out. How's it going? Loved your take on Helluva Boss Apology Tour. Well, thank you, The Phoenix Does Stuff. Primarily go to cons to do stuff. Let's see. Bro, if I ever met Vivzy, I would ask her so many questions. When I met her, I was like, okay, I just want to ask the one burning question I have There was a lot of questions that I had, and I really tried to weigh it, but I just asked her the one thing. Why ducks? Why was Lucifer obsessed with ducks? Like, I don't need to know why the character was. I just want to know why they creatively just went with ducks. And it was literally just because they were like, we want him to be obsessed with something, but what? And I think somebody just said rubber ducks, and they just ran with it. So it's not like this big elaborate story. In my brain, I just needed to know creatively, why ducks? And I got my answer. Did I have a lot of other questions? Hell yeah, I did. But her line was long as fuck. So I didn't want to be one of those people that holds everything up and asking her 1,000 questions. But I did talk about, the channel, not the channel itself, but just how I just recently got into it, and how much I love it, especially for somebody who grew up in the church and stuff like that. I love the imagery, I love the idea of it, I love what it's doing, I love the messaging. Yeah. And then I peaced out. I asked her my question and peaced out. She's the new Reverse Flash, acting like taking the mantle, the one who waits after Sutek's death. I really liked your take on Apology Tour. Well, thank you. To you, what has been the worst thing Homelander has done so far? So many to choose from. I mean, there's a lot, man. I think the big thing that really kicks off this whole thing is just like what he did to Bex. What he did to Becca, man. Obviously, he's murdered a shit ton of people, but that's kind of fucked too, I would like to send you warm greetings from Germany. Like your reactions and your reviews. You are very expressive in your facial expressions. That is fun to watch, and I can improve my English. Hell yeah! I got family in Germany. I've still not been. My mom and stepdad finally took a trip out there. He finally took her out to see everybody, but I have not been. One of these days, I'm going to need to cross that pond, but first thing I got to do is renew my passport. I have not done that. But I'm glad I can help a little bit. I know I can be a little quick and rugged with my English, so I don't know. I hope it helps, but I know I can talk a little too fast sometimes, so I hope I don't lose you. But I really appreciate that. What are your perks of having a press pass at a con? Really, most of the time, it depends. It's different from con to con. I've only ever gotten approved for one at Huntington Comic Con, the local one around here. And really, at the end of the day, it just gives you a free badge. Sometimes they will have like little hideaways, snack corners, places for you to do like your work, like write something up, photography, opportunities, stuff like that. Nothing crazy, but I don't know. I just think it looks cool to have a press pass versus a VIP or whatever the hell. Sometimes, some places, it's just better to buy the VIP pass than even have a press pass sometimes. It just really depends on the organization, really. Do you have any theories where Vought put Marie and the rest of them? I don't know. I have no idea where they're hiding them. Maybe in the basement section of Vought Tower? Otherwise, I have no clue. Love an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. likewise. I'm still highly impressed every week, with every new episode with the show, man. So excited for season 2 of Has Been. Me too. I hope it's not like, with Amazon, they like to make things annual, so again, with Vivzy Pop and her shows and stuff like that, I like that they take the time that the shows need to come out, at least with Helluva Boss. Now, I hope that they don't just rush out season 2. I know recording is done. Recording has wrapped for season 2 as far as the VA booth stuff. So I just hope that the episodes are ready when they are ready. But with the way things are going right now, I wouldn't be surprised if January next year, season 2's out, which will be exciting. People are bullying Erin Moriarty because of her face, and Eric Kripke went online and defended her. Yeah, that's been going on for a few months now, actually. Like, I don't even, I think some pictures popped up online after a little while. People thought she looked different and just started, like, going at her, like, for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm glad. I like that Eric, as far as it being a showrunner and stuff like that, has been very vocal and defensive against just hate in general. So I definitely admire what he's been doing as of late. Ryan living that Superboy life with a spin-off if they adopt him. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm wondering if we were going to see Marie and her friends show up in The Boys. I don't know if we'll see them. I know Sam and Kate will be in there for sure. What's up, Bianca? How are you? Hello from Brazil. I've been watching Helluva Boss reactions from everyone, so I don't suffer alone. We definitely do suffer as a community. I feel like the constant state, now that I'm kind of, I guess, a member of the community at this point. I would say at this point, for sure, if I didn't just straight up buy my way at this point with all the shit I've gotten. Anyway, yeah, it just feels like that's the constant state of the fandom, is just suffering. We're never happy for long. Really, are we? Good God. Am I going to react to the new DC anime Suicide Squad Isekai? Probably. I don't know. There has not been a thing I've liked about any of the stuff that has come up about it. I didn't like the intro. I don't like the shorts we've seen. I don't really like the design of any of the characters. I don't know. I could watch it one day and just be like, holy shit, this is amazing. But right now, there's nothing that's got me excited or motivated to check it out. I can tell you, I do not think I'm going to react to Kite Man, because that's also next month. I don't know. I think I'm just going to hold off and wait for the next season of Harley Quinn, though. See, here's the thing about the character Blitzo. Oh, I did the bad thing. I just said Blitzo. It's because I was reading it. The only time when he let his guard down and loved someone was his mom, and I would dare say Fizz as well, which sounds strange, but she was the only love, and Barbie hates him too. Oh yeah, and that's something he caused. He's the reason she's gone. And I think he loved Fizz too, but then again, that's another thing that both he takes blame for, feels like he fucked up, and then, Cash, presumably, with all the evidence we have right now, kept them from ever mending that until many years later. So, yeah, anytime he's put his heart out there, he's been hurt. And that creates a conditioning that causes you to protect yourself, sometimes just through pushing people away. So, it just sucks. There's a lot of pain rooted in that, man. Did you know Huey and Victoria Newman are dating in real life? I did not. That's some tea. Interesting. I would not have thought about that. That makes their interaction in this last episode, not the last episode, one of the episodes last week, funny, way funnier. My theory with Mrs. Flood is she is Susan, and that technically can still be valid. That can still technically be valid. I think she's something else, though. I don't think she's a Time Lord. I don't know. It's the whole breaking of the wall thing and her weird cosplaying of Doctor's companions. That throws me off. That definitely throws me off. Love triangles also definitely can suck. For sure. They can sometimes be done good. Most of the time, it's just frustrating. What's up, Kane the Menace? I am doing pretty good. Thank you. Hope you are as well. Favorite has-been hotel couple? Ugh. I mean, how many couples, like definitive couples, exist? Like, there's plenty of ships, but how many couples exist? I can only, off the top of my head, think of Charlie and Vaggie. And, you know, I've seen some people argue against it. I got the implication that Zestial and Carmilla may have been, you know, more than just friends, even though he called her old friend, whatever. No one else that I can think of is just in an outright relationship. So, I mean, by default, Shaggy? Like, I can't really think of anyone else that would fit the description. I just realized I've gone this entire stream and haven't taken a sip of anything. Help me if I'm not remembering somebody. Because we know the V's, they're not really in a relationship. That's been confirmed. I would like Husk and Angel to be. I'm totally all for Husker Dusk, man. But no one else is overtly in a relationship. So, yeah. But if I had to pick somebody, if they weren't canonically yet together, because I think they might one day, I'm definitely going to go with Angel Dusk and our good boy, Husker. I was rooting for Annie when she was beating up Firecracker because she deserved it. Hell yeah, man, beat that ass. Like, fuck yeah, beat her face into the ground. It may not have been the best PR move, but she definitely needed a good old face stomping. Which blood-curdling scream made you traumatized the most? 15th Doctor at the end of Empire of Death, or Rocket screaming in pain over Lila's dead body? I'm gonna have to go with Rocket. Rocket's scream of pain definitely tore into my soul. The Doctor was a good scream. That was a good scream, but it didn't quite hit that peak for me in that front. Blitz doesn't love anyone because the only person he loved died because of him, and that was his mom. That's not true. I will disagree with that. He loves a lot of people. That is very, very evident that he loves deeply a lot of people. Like, he loves Millie, he loves Moxie, he loves Luna. Different way, but, you know, he loves Fizz. He loves Stolas. Like, it's apparent in his phone, it's apparent in his home. It's just, he doesn't love himself, so he doesn't give himself. He also doesn't want to get hurt, so he doesn't give himself. He pushes people away, but keeps them locked and chained to his life so that they don't leave through transactional relationships. So, like, so that they're there, so he can be with them, be around them, and they can't leave. But he doesn't open himself up. It's so fucked up. And it's so beautifully fucked up in a way. It's so sad. I would love to see a side of Luna and Octavia short. That would be fun. You know, after that scene from Seeing Stars, I'd love to see more interactions between them, especially considering it'd be interesting if they hung out while their dads are broken up. I think that would be really fun to see. I think that you have the perfect voice for voiceover work. Really? I would have never thought that. I would always love to try something like that, but I always feel like my voice kind of is shit. But I guess that's just me. I appreciate that. I would definitely give it a chance. Don't watch Atonement then. It's the wrong end of the stick. The movie. I'm confused. This is one of those moments where we're so far from behind. I'm so far behind, I don't remember what we were talking about, so I have no idea what this is in response to. Rebecca, tell me now, what the fuck was this about? And I'll just read it off the live chat so I don't get confused again later. What's up, Noober? How are you doing? Just caught up on the boys, and let me tell you, we are so back. Give Anthony and Emmy now. On top of My Adventure with Superman being peak, but the Brainiac voice was so mid. Really? I really like the Brainiac voice. Michael Emerson is such a good choice in my book for like it's like if you were like, who should be Brainiac? Michael Emerson is just like the first person that pops into my mind. I don't know, I like his voice, especially with the filtering that they're putting on it. I think even without the filtering, you could do, like, I think he fits it really nicely. Also, ayo, got a lurk while cooking. Well, shit, maybe you won't hear me then, unless you're listening. If you're not in a dangerous situation, I need clarification on your atonement question. Also, I just friended you on Discord. Nice. I don't take this the wrong way. I don't accept a lot of just friend requests on Discord. Like, you can join the Discord, that's fine, but I try to keep that pretty tight knit. So don't be upset if I don't accept that. Please, I don't want to make anybody sad. Hating movies that have people getting the wrong end of the stick, as in walking in the wrong moment. Okay, I see what you mean. Talking about the trope that I brought up, so like that's a big example of that. Because the two moments that come to mind immediately for me, recency, you know, it was like, what, 2 episodes ago? Like, yeah, 2 episodes ago for My Adventures with Superman, they did that. And then Arcane did that with Jinx heard Vi talking shit, but she wasn't. She thought she was, but she wasn't. It's like, oh yeah, she sucks at everything, but you suck at everything. You know, the whole thing with, fuck, I don't remember that kid's name. Fucking Mophead. Broom Boy. So Blitz's dad is Miss Flood. How did we get to this point? Because Satan has problems with Asmodeus, which would connect because Blitz is working for him, and he would now protect Fizzy's man. That's a good point. That's an interesting little thing. I wonder if they'll pull at that string at all. Darkly I Shine. It's one of the last one was in the... Oh. It's not to me. That was to them. I wonder if Gen V Season 2 is going to deal with the consequences of Season 4. They said more than likely. The way they said these seasons are going to intertangle is that Gen V leads into Season 4 of The Boys, and The Boys Season 4 leads into Gen V Season 2. So I'm pretty sure that's a safe bet to assume. How's Doctor Who been for the season? I've heard mixed things about it. I think overall it was a really fun, really good season, but the payoff, it was fun, but it feels like we were lied to. It's one of those situations where the clues weren't red herrings, they were just straight up lies. Like, you know, because of the... I don't know, it just makes so many of the things that were meant to be seen as these implications, as these clues, as these hints, to just be distractions. Because at the end of the day, how they play into things either doesn't matter or makes no sense. But it was still fun. Have you seen What We Do in the Shadows? I've seen the movie. And I've seen most of Season 1. I can't remember if I don't think I've finished Season 1 of the show. The latest of The Boys seem to have the theme of our characters facing their pasts and moving past it, or at least trying to move past it. Some of them are still trying to figure that part out. I wonder if Huey is actually hallucinating and his mother... whether or not his mother's actually there. I would have to say so, because he's not the one. Well, I really don't think it would be so. I can't really think of an example of a moment in there that would make sense with her not being real or being a figment of his imagination, but that's an interesting thought. I know you're a big X-Files fan, so I've always wondered if you've watched Twin Peaks. I have actually never watched an episode of Twin Peaks. It definitely has been one of those things that I've had recommended, and I know there's a connection between them, especially thematically, but I've never checked it out. I'm gonna have to do that one of these days. I've heard nothing but great things about it, though. Hope Millie Gibson has a good career post Doctor Who because she was a true talent. I agree. I think both her and Ncuti had some amazing chemistry in this season. I love those two. Have I heard of Netflix show Dead Boy Detectives? Any interest? I did have interest. and I have heard of it. I was keeping my ear to the ground when it was announced back when it was meant to originally be a Doom Patrol spinoff, because there was a backdoor pilot in an episode of Doom Patrol, which I did react to on the channel. I did watch all of Doom Patrol, but they were introduced there, and there was they were talking about spinning it off, but then the whole DCU shakeup happened. All that shit got canceled, but they sold off the rights to Netflix and rebranded it and connected it to the Sandman universe. I didn't check it out just because, like, I tried to keep an eye open because I wasn't sure how it was going to do. So, like, I've seen it just not do great on reaction channels, so I don't know if it'd be any different if I did it. I do want to give it a chance, but it also had that, from the trailers, it had that look. Nothing against the show at all, because, like, I was intrigued. The second trailer I thought was really, like, actually kind of caught my interest, but it seemed like one of those shows that Netflix would just cancel after one season, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be worth the time. So I haven't really dove into it yet, and at this point, I don't think it would be a good use of my time to cover it at the moment, and I don't really have time to cover things to watch things that I'm not covering, unfortunately, which sucks because I don't really allow a lot of time for myself to just enjoy shit outside of the channel, which it has its pros and cons. But one day, hell, if they greenlight it for a season 2, shockingly so, I'll do it before season 1 comes out, or season 2 comes out. We'll do that, because I still need to do the same thing with Blue Eye Samurai. Just got into The Boys. It's a hell of a show. Definitely unpredictable. Great acting. That should be on the DVD back cover. I love that. Definitely unpredictable. Hell of a show. Definitely unpredictable. Great acting, though. I don't know. Just the way I read that just sounded like a funny little read. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though, Jen. Do I have the Game of Thrones books? I do. I'm still waiting on Winds of Winter like the rest of us. I even have Fire and Blood, but I didn't want to read it until the show was over, because I didn't want to incidentally spoil anything for myself for the show. So I haven't dove into that at all. I haven't read past what we've actually covered at the moment. House of Dragon episode really wasn't for parents, especially the ending. That it was not. House of the Dragon was wild. What's up, Ginger? How's your week been? It's been fun. Yeah, there's a little bit of a wrench thrown into things yesterday with Helluva Boss, but it was a pleasant wrench. I'm late because I got really into Castlevania. The game or the show? And this is about the time I actually started opening shit, so that's the nunchucks comment. Love your reactions, but I think you should consider doing show analysis videos too. Your take on Helluva Boss Season 2 Episode 9 reaction was great. I'd love to see more. Honestly, after re-watching the episodes, I considered doing something like that, just combing through every episode again with all the foreknowledge that we have. They're obviously Nightwing's Screamsticks. I mean, where would the handle go? I mean, it could be retractable, so I answer my own question. Based on the new season, where do you rate Shooty's Doctor among the others, from Eccleston to Whitaker? For me, I'd put him above Eccleston, but still below Capaldi, Matt, and Tennant for me right now. Am I excited for the Michael Jackson biopic? Is it like a theatrical one, or oh, it's just a biopic, not a biopic? Wait, what am I talking about? What am I thinking about right now? Documentary. That's what I was getting confused with. So there's making a biopic. I didn't know there was one. I mean, I don't know. Who's playing Michael in it? And you're okay, you've been caught with boys. I, 10 feet tall, and made of candy, hence massive nunchucks. Oh, wait, I didn't know there was 2 of them. I only ordered 1. Okay, that answers my question from before. What is a show you went into thinking you might not like it, but ended up loving it? I think Squid Game is definitely one of those, for sure. I wasn't sure at all. That was one of those ones where everybody was talking about it, and I was just like, I don't know, man. We'll give it a go. We'll see what we'll see what all the hype is about. But aside from that, Ted Lasso. I'll be honest, I was a little nervous about whether or not I was actually going to enjoy Ted Lasso for somebody who definitely, one, doesn't know the sport and definitely isn't like a sport person. And I was pleasantly surprised by that. Apparently, there is a Haktua meme going around. Saw it trending on X. I don't know what X, man, is. I know what Twitter is. Anyway, I'm going to stop doing that now. Yeah, I had to look up this Haktua thing, and God, it just got better now that I know the origin. It's so funny. Now, I had to look up this is going to ruin the tour meme that that's just everywhere right now. Weast Patrick. Oh no. Maybe the reason why Vortex was with Stolas and Veroska was because Blitz got in the way of dating Luna. You know, busting a hellhound nut. Heyo. No, he's Veroska's bodyguard. That's why he was there. Like, he works for Veroska. Like, I saw a lot of people be like, why was Vortex at this party? Like, why would he not be at that party? He's not there to bash on Blitz necessarily outright, but he is a famous person's bodyguard. Like, that's why he was there. As far as we know, there's nothing we've learned that says he's not still with B. So, I'm gonna stick with that. That last episode of Interview with a Vampire was so sad. Omni, if you ever watch it in the future, make sure you get tissues. I will probably forget about this comment if that ever happens, but you never know. We'll see. Oh, cool. They sent another one. Yes. They were like, hey, this was so cool and a great gesture of you. We will send him something extra, I guess. So I gotta check them out. Give them some credit. Would you ever eat a devil fruit if you existed in the One Piece universe? Sure, why not? I don't really like the idea of being anywhere out in the open ocean, so the swimming thing wouldn't pose too much of a problem. Though it is like any liquid in One Piece, like in the anime. So I do like pools. So would that mean like if I instantly get in a pool, like what happens if you shower? Like, does Luffy just go comatose in the shower, or does he just not shower? Now I've just got a lot of questions I didn't even think about. Does he take a bath? Can he take a bath? What happens? In the live action, it's salt water only. But I've been told that it's just all water when it comes to the anime. And that poses a lot of problems. I don't want to have a devil fruit and be stinky. But who knows? I'd eat some fruit. Do you feel that if we got Ahsoka season 2, that we would have season 2 that we would, because what? Rebel characters are in the show, that we should see Kanan. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm reading this correctly, but you think that because we saw Rebel characters in season 1, if we get a season 2, should we see Kanan? Maybe. I'd like to see Kanan Jarrus in there. Bring in Freddie Prinze to play him. That'd be so funny. Anyway, who's your ultimate favorite back-talking character? Scanlan, Rexplode, or Angel Dust? I love Scanlan, but Angel Dust, I love more. Scanlan can get on my nerves sometimes. Might just be me thing, but I just don't like modern streaming shows. At first, I was swept up by the enthusiasm, the promises that I made, but man, streaming has just ruined TV shows for me, but not in a good way. Is there a good way? I get that 22 episodes are sometimes a chore to sit through, but with streaming, man, it just feels like more and more of a chore just because every showrunner tries to structure their shows like movies, which results in this feeling that this should have been better as a movie. I think it depends. There are some streaming shows that do it really fucking good. But for Marvel and, well, Disney shows in general, I definitely agree with you. Also, since each episode is over an hour and 15 minutes long, it adds to this fatigue of a movie that's for some reason drawn out. Now I don't know what you're talking about. What are over an hour and 15 minutes unless we're talking about Stranger Things? Because that's a rarity, actually. I'm a little confused on that one, not gonna lie. Oh my god, all the fruits. Better not be King Dedede or Donkey Kong steal all the fruits. I wonder if Charlie is going to react when she finds out that her mom is alive. Well, she knows her mom's alive. She doesn't think her mom is dead. Like, she's never implied that she believes she's dead. I'm absolutely loving my adventures with Superman, which you got me into. Loving your reactions, too. Why, thank you, Ginger. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Husk would give Blitz tough love, but Angel would also understand him away. They'd be a great twofer, like, tag team that trauma. Tag team that trauma ass. The CW confirmed recently the Superman Lois Season 4 will premiere October 17th. I did see that news, so we do have a date. We do have a date. What has been some of your favorite moments in the One Piece so far? Obviously, Luffy putting the hat on Nami, just as impactful as in the show, or in the live action series. I thought that was great. What was it? The Koro fight was epic as fuck. Hell, most of the Arlong fight was awesome too. Like Luffy just going whole hard into that. Now I'm just struggling to think of moments. I don't know. I'm struggling. Whoops. You put me on the spot, and now my memory is failing me at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. Luffy punching that giant sea cow was gold, and Sanji kicking the giant sea cow, also gold. That was just fucking hilarious. Outside of that, I'm not really sure. I'm really struggling right now. It would be fun to see Blitz and gang interact with the Has-Been crew. One day, we will see. I mean, they share a ring, so why not? Big fan. How do you think will be the outcome of my adventures with Superman? I really don't know, Vernon. I really don't know right now. I'm so scared, especially with the way this last episode ended, that he's going to be brainwashed. And all of Lex's fears and his hate-mongering and fear-mongering are going to be proven true. And they're going to be defending themselves against a brainwashed, evil Superman in the next episode. But Kara's going to have to try to get him out of it. I don't know. It's just a shitty situation. But they've got like a story plan for 4 seasons. So we see that track. Season 3 finally got the green light. So we'll see what they do with it. 13 to 15 episodes was the best sweet spot for many writers threw away just because they could stick to directors' astonished movie producers. Now, with their medium, it's been broken and they don't know how to fix it. I'm sorry, Eddie. I don't know what you're trying to say in this bit. I agree that I think a nice little compromise is 13 to 15 episodes. Gives you time and room to breathe without being too long. Like Superman Lois, I think that's a great little pace, and like with Daredevil, meets that as well, but I'm not sure about that second bit at all. Favorite Marvel quote or line? I don't know, but like the only thing that's coming to mind right now is I'm a really good lawyer. Because you can use that for fucking anything. Have you seen The Sopranos? No. If you haven't, I highly recommend it. What's your favorite Lord of the Rings character? That was such a weird fucking split there. Have you seen The Sopranos? If not, check it out. By the way, what's your favorite Lord of the Rings? The correlation there is so fucking hilarious to me. I've not seen The Sopranos. I don't, other than like how it ends, I don't know anything about it. And I'm not even sure, I just know and I don't even know the details. I don't even know the characters involved. I just know that a character's fate is left open to interpretation because it just ends and cuts to black. And it pissed a bunch of people off. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about the show, though. Favorite Lord of the Rings character, though, is probably Legolas, or either Legolas or Gandalf. Yeah, it's definitely one of those two for me. I wonder how Team Green is going to react when they found out about Helena's son. Oh, they're going to be pretty pissed, and they will probably react emotionally as everybody else does in this show, and some pretty shitty shit is going to happen. Doctor Who was fantastic. Also, House of the Dragon was also fantastic. Can't watch it till Fridays, because time, and that moment when Jacaerys returns and Rhaenyra just hugs him, it really got me. That moment, too, was really strong. I like that as well. When he was just trying to be the prince, trying to deliver the news formally without breaking, but he kept quivering through all of his words. Heartbreaking stuff, man. And you guess this one sentence out of context from a Who speech. Paint me a picture. Should be easy if you know why after. Off the top of my head, like, I'm just drawing a blank right now, man. I do not know. Hey, Ragu, what's up, man? Playing some catch up on videos. Love that you're reacting to the bear. Just watched episode 3 today. I'll be editing that tomorrow and putting that up Tuesday. Be fun. What's up, Silverhand? How's my week been? It's been pretty decent. It's been a pretty decent overall, okay week. Hope the same has been said for you, or even better for that matter. Hello there. It's Morbin time. What is up, Sketch? I was more joking. I think it would bring younger audiences to your channel, which might not be the best in my opinion. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think about that aspect of it. Definitely not a younger kids channel. That is for fucking sure. Bluey time. I watch kids shows and I don't even have kids. Blue looks like a cute show. I like what I've seen. Watch Bluey because it's cute and wholesome. I watch Bluey when I'm minding my nieces. It's actually really good. All the clips I've seen from it are actually really fucking good and really mature. Not like, you know what I mean, like in the way they approach like topics and stuff like that, the way they handle all these different life lessons and stuff like that. It's like it doesn't really pull its punches when it needs to. I don't know. It's just like the stuff I've seen is like really endearing. Made chili cheese nachos today. It's a good chili day. Hell yeah. Or chill day. Whoops. I will redact that, and we're changing that to a good chili day. Louie is such a good show. Definitely need to watch it. It's so cute, wholesome, and just amazing. Ducks are a secret code. That they are. Lucifer being obsessed with rubber ducks is odd, but adorable. What's up, Cathari? How are you? Ducks are very cute. Why not ducks? Because there was a creative decision to just go with ducks, and I just needed to know. Exciting news, Phineas and Ferb is coming back with new bangers and songs. I've never seen any Phineas and Ferb. Worst is airplane scene on The Boys. Ooh, yeah. That one's really, yeah. The one with him and Maeve and letting the people die, that was very fucked. That was a very, very fucked scene. Some good vibes. Suppose ducks are a comfort animal to the big boss of hell himself. That they are. I highly recommend The Dragon Prince for a future reaction. No pressure at all. It's created by one of the head writers of the animated series Avatar: The Last Airbender. Also, Jack DeSena is the lead in it, isn't he? Sokka? I'm pretty sure. Because I know Barry was watching it for a hot minute. I could tell you that I've heard great things about the show, but like the little clips that I've seen, dude, the frame rate like visually gives me a headache. So I don't know if that was like a season 1 thing, something that changes over time, but I don't know. Target press is pretty good. Now presenting the magic-tastical backflipping rubber duck. It spits fire. I've only watched the first season, and I don't know if it was the frame rate, but it hurt my eyes. Thank you. Yes, I hated when you were watching that. I'm not gonna lie, because it just fucked with my brain. Still waiting on that Rambo reaction. It will come. It will come. I thought you spoke the superior English. I do still. I'm just saying, I speak fast, and sometimes my dyslexia kicks in, and I just speak gibberish. But that's a me problem, not an English speaking problem. Anyway, get out of here. Do you have any advice for getting into comics and or reading them? Don't. Just go to Wikipedia and read articles about characters. And that's a really awful thing to say. Buy compendiums, buy comics, buy all kinds of comics. I struggle with reading comics, man. There's just so much. Finding the right jump-in point. If it's not just a self-contained story, it's really, I find it very difficult. So for me, it's just so much easier, and it's so much cheaper, and it saves so much more time to just read a summary about what happened. Like, what happened in this issue? What happened in this storyline? Like, or just eat Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia, the individual fandom's wiki. Wikipedia does not have all the information that you're going to need, but like, you can live and subsist yourself off of the DC wiki quite well. It's an expensive hobby, and for anything that's not like a limited run, like Invincible or Sandman, or, well, Sandman gets real sticky because it's still integrated with DC, but like if it's like Scott Pilgrim, Invincible, The Walking Dead, or, you know, these little things that are just self-contained, it's very hard to find where to jump in and what works and stuff. Like, it's difficult. For me, I find it easier to just read about them than to read them. Which is, icky to say. But time, man. Based on how psychopath villains top their messed up minds. What? Minds. What's next Spawn saying jerk me, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Pretty high, probably, at this point. What's up, Michael? How are you doing? Howdy doody. They should do a party like Verosco for post-depressed Helluva Boss watchers. I was thinking about like putting up a thing and like doing a live stream with some people in the Helluva Boss community, seeing if they'd be willing to do something like that and talk. How are we all feeling post-apology tour and stuff like that? But I'm also too shy to reach out to people, so we'll see what happens. Maybe something will happen, maybe not. Love your reaction to Helluva Boss 2.9. Well, thank you, Marin. Hopefully we're all holding it together pretty well. I've heard of the original Netflix show B&A. It was entertaining when I watched it. Is it just called B&A, or does that stand for something? Because, I mean, right now it definitely isn't ringing a bell. The only appealing thing about Kite Man is apparently Lance Reddick's final VA role. I did see that, and I was like, maybe I'll at least watch it. I just don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to react to it, because I don't know if I care about it, man. It's the fucking Kite Man. Oh, I love whining. I'm in the middle of watching 2X9 reaction. Well, good luck, Dylan. Oh, well, I assume you've already seen the episode, but hopefully my perspective can help console you a little bit, because I came out of it pretty positive on the end of it, at least with my outlook at the moment. I forgot all about that Kite Man show. I forgot about it too until I saw a post about it coming out on the 18th. Woo! That'll be fun. Maybe. Who knows? Viewing Victoria dating. Can she make something different than usual pop then? I'll see myself out. She'll make a different kind of head pop. Helluva Boss needs to decide if Blitz has problems writing or not. Every time it is a joke, like him spelling half He says, "There's sorry, no sorry. For Cherub, there's always without errors, but not the rest." I haven't noticed where he's spelled correctly. And who's to say he didn't have someone proof check something he put out? Like in season 1, there's a lot of spelling issues all the way through, but like, I don't remember a time where he's actually spelled anything correctly. So half the time he says, or his sorry, not sorry, for Cherub is always without errors, not the rest. Oh, like on his apology notes? I don't know. Maybe he didn't even write that one himself, because he did say, "Actually, just kidding. Fuck you guys." But also, one thing I've noticed is that if you look at the way he talks when he texts, it's phonetically how he talks to Luna. Like, it's like a cutesy kind of stuff. Like, it's not misspelled to be misspelled. There are times where it is like that, but a lot of the times, if you read it like you're baby talking someone you care about, it kind of just reads like that. He's just trying to whatever. Sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. So maybe that's the one time, like, you know, like Luna said in episode 6, you know, he wasn't joking, he was clear, he was concise. This is serious. So in that moment, everything was just fun and games or whatever with everybody else he was talking to, but when it came to them, he was serious and he didn't care. And he told them he didn't care. Like, he said, "Fuck you guys" to them. So like when he's being forthright about it, sometimes it's just correct, I guess. So I think that's what that's the implication there. So otherwise, if he's pretending, he's putting on a facade, I think he's trying to like be cutesy. And it just comes off like just a bunch of issues. But I don't know if that consistently lines up. I'd have to fact check some of that because I'm still in the middle of my rewatch. So far in what I've been watching through season 1, it seems pretty consistent. So I don't know. Which just tells you that he probably doesn't take a lot of things seriously, if that tracks. All to You, MF, is a great song. I need it in my life. Hell yeah. And that's where we were talking about the relationships, the couples it has been. Yeah. Well, I mean, Lucifer and Lilith are divorced, so they're technically not together right now. The only right way to do the next regeneration is to have it be a ginger. He's always wanted to be ginger since the 10th. Honestly, I feel like they are never going to be a ginger because of that. Would love for Angel and Husk to be a couple. Likewise, considering Husk is pansexual and Angel is gay, it'll probably happen in season 2. I definitely feel like they're teeing that up for sure. Husker Dust, love it. The gay dogs Charlie sees through the window is a couple. We don't know that they're a couple. They could just be, casual little fuckers. I don't know. Sad raccoon, sadder than all other sads. Fair enough. Oh yeah, that one was a girl though. I don't know. Big fan, just want to say hi. Superman rocks. Well, thank you, Vernon. Really, really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying my adventures with Superman. I hope you enjoy like Superman and Lois. You have not checked out Superman and Lois. Fucking Superman and Lois is like peak Superman shit. I would imagine if you're here for Superman stuff, you probably checked it out regardless, but just throwing that out there. I wonder what those workers were working on before Homelander showed up in the elevator. That's a good question. What the fuck were they working on down there? What did they do since he left? I wonder. I would love to see Charlie and Vaggie go on a double date with Angel and Husk. That would be adorable. Cool companion for the Doctor would be someone from the past or future, like from the 1700s or 3000s. That way it'd make for a new and interesting dynamic. Well, it would just kind of reflect Jamie when he picked up Jamie, the Highlander from who? That was with Troughton, I think. If I remember right. He was a Scottish Highlander. like from, I forget what hundreds, but he was, whatever. So everything was new and exciting and crazy for him. He was one of my favorite companions, but I could be completely misremembering that. But I would also like something similar. Somebody from the future or the deep, deep past, rather than somebody, yet again, contemporary. Give us something altogether different. Why do they not reveal who Miss Flood is? Because it's not that time yet. Did you see the YouTube vids online saying that Miss Flood could be Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter? That's a popular one, but that can't be. It definitely can be. It definitely can be. But yeah, I mean, watch my videos. I talked a lot about this already. How would Susan come back? Because the first Doctor left her in the 22nd century. How would she get back? Time machine. Who fucking knows, man? 22nd century. Lots of ways. Another rogue Time Lord, and a bunch of ways she could come back. It'd be interesting to see the daughters hang out while their dads were taking a break. I agree. Favorite Marvel couple? Ooh, Sam and Bucky. Oh, no. I don't know, man. It's a tough one, man. I'm not sure. Like, I want to say Steve and Carter, Agent Carter. But I don't know, because they've barely actually been able to be a couple. You said Marvel. It's not MCU. So let me reframe all of that. Peter and MJ. Sorry. What am I talking about? Peter and MJ. Good God. Angel does deserve some love. Yes, he does. Loving relationship with someone who respects him. Yes, indeed. Amen. This year I found and fell in love with Atla and its world, and I just want to dive into everything. Novels, post-Atla, Team Avatar comics. I just hope I can get used to the mediums and stay focused. Well, that should be that's a little easier. Like, if it was DC or Marvel, like, that's fucking next to impossible to know where and how to jump in. With Avatar, it's pretty focused. There's 4 books currently. There's a couple different comics. They're each just their own little pocket story. The Search is amazing. You know, there's a bunch of different ones as well. I mean, honestly, you could just pick them up. But I would definitely start with The Search, for sure. Just because it answers a lot of very important questions. But, yeah. I don't know. Just comics. I think the comics are a nice little start because they're very tight-knit, contained graphic novels for the most part. So both Rocket and Blitz push people away. Who's willing to put up with them? Because just a little bit of love can remind them how deep and empty their holes inside their hearts actually are. If you know, you know. That's very true, and my perverted ass brain started to go to like holes deep for a minute there. Hating movies that have people getting into the wrong things. That was us explaining atonement. Something a lot of people pointed out was very interesting is that Veroska realized that Blitz belongs at the party because he hates himself. That's why she didn't immediately kick him out. I didn't acknowledge that in the moment, and I didn't really put it together till after the fact. But I didn't record a post thing to insert that in. I just ended up not talking about it. She also, in that moment when they become open with one another at the end of that episode, she also, for the first time since we've seen her in the show, actually calls him Blitz. She actually stops pronouncing the O, because she would always do that to piss him off. She just calls him Blitz at the end. Fun little details like that. Absolutely adore it. I just prefer the cold, calculating Brainiac that Corey Burton did in the DCAU. Emerson is a solid choice, but all I hear is a nasally robot. Cute. You're also not wrong. Also, he just came off of Fallout. Oh no, he would have been recording. I don't know, he would have been doing Fallout. Maybe even at the same time as this, but yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely look for the deleted scene from season 1 of The Boys, where Starlight sees protesting was seen present at an abortion clinic and helps the girl trying to get in. Oh, that's a nice little detail. Oh, I did not know about that. Please react to Murder Drones and the Amazing Digital Circus by Glitch Productions. I've gotten that a lot. Especially for Murder Drones. I have an account that comments on every video being like, X and X day of requesting Murder Drones, and I think they're on day 60 something at the moment of asking it every day. But I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Love the background music. Check out an absolutely stunning version by Caleb Hiles. I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Ashwin. Charger and Husker Dusk double date. Charger? Did you get slapped with autocorrect? Did you mean Chaggy? Which Doctor Who pair would be fun to watch? Shooty or David? Or their iconic companions sing Loser Baby? I would like to see, well, it would just be mean in both cases. Well, I don't know. I think that would work best with Shooty and Millie right now. Ruby. Tennant, I don't know if that would match up all that well, but it would be a great little duet if we did go with Tennant between him and Donna, I think. Omni is a big X-Files fan. What? No way. Right? When you said Doom Patrol, I literally thought you said Paw Patrol. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. What character do you want to see show up in My Adventures of Superman? For me, I want to see Lana Lang or Crypto. I would be totally okay with us not introducing Crypto. I've never been a huge fan of the pupper pets, the powered pets thing. It's just it's a hokey little gimmick. But I'd like to see any of the Green Lanterns, be it John or Hal. I mean, hell, we just saw a Green Lantern in the most creative way that I've seen a Green Lantern ever handled. That was badass. But I don't know. I'd love to go that route, or now that it's been set up, Hawkgirl or Hawkman. A super chat from Scott Edwards here. Thank you, man. Do you think Wanda, Strange, and Clea will be in Deadpool and Wolverine? Honestly, if they want to finally do something with that post-credit scene, that'd be a great place to do it, but I feel like probably not. I think it'll most likely probably be stuff outside of the casual MCU at this point, but that, who knows? I mean, all bets are off right now. God, I'm so far behind. There we go. Now, where am I? Here we go. I did love the scenes of Pyramid of Mars in the final episode of the season when the 15th Doctor, Mel, and Ruby were watching it on the iPad, basically showing it's still canon. That was a great connect. Well, we know it's all still canon. I remember that episode when I watched it originally. That was a fun one. Fun. So his mom is not real? Kind of like Butcher's hallucinations? Kind of like that deep dive, that speedster that can't whisper at high speeds and manipulate glass, that she's reverse flash? Dude, you are killing me with these reverse flash things, man. Take it easy, good vibes. I saw you there before you left. I agree that I only have one scene, sadly, with Dead Boys Detective, but I really enjoyed it. We'll see. I'll probably give in one of these days if I have the time and watch it, or at least very much so. Maybe I'll watch it on my own. Lovely Stolas music in the background. Yeah, I love it. What are your thoughts on Harry Potter, and who is your favorite character? If you have seen it, favorite character is Professor Snape, but Alan Rickman. I mean, I loved it growing up. It was one of my favorite things. That's a very complicated topic these days to even engage with, but growing up, I really loved this. I read the books, watched the movies, but my favorite character was Sirius. I absolutely loved Sirius, both in the books and in the movies. For me, man, Gary Oldman killed it until he killed it. How have you been enjoying my Adventures of Superman? It's been fucking awesome this season so far. I've been loving it. Nick Jafar Jackson, Michael's nephew, is portraying the former's late uncle. Interesting. Okay. I have to take a look at that. I'm impressed with the reactions. People really haven't shown any love to Anthony Starr's performance in the latest episode. I mean, did you not watch mine? Because that's one of the main takeaways in that was how good it was. My biggest takeaway was, ever since Herogasm, nothing phases me. That is also another thing, too. After Herogasm, man, I just gotta be prepared. You're just like, I'm not shocked at all. Though, a fucking ass centipede was, that was a little gross. Again, I have to say that all I have to say is, my friends, I love Bi-Generation. I don't care what people say. Bi-Generation was awesome. It brought back the old Doctors, and they are out there now. No. That's not really what Bi-Generation did. It didn't... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. So I'm already behind, man. Trevor Jackson is playing Michael Jackson with CGI enhancements. Interesting. Grandpa, what the fuck are you saying? Rewatching Gargoyles, and can I say Demona is so annoying and evil. I don't really remember too much. I'm gonna watch the shit out of it. I don't remember enough to be like, oh man, I agree. What's up, Pan Pan? How are you doing? We got another super chat from Scott here. Not a joke. Captain Marvel versus Electro at full power. I mean, I don't think Electro could do anything to her. I'm not even like make her sweat or even itch for that matter. Like, they're on completely different scales, unless we're talking comic books, and maybe Electro has a power feat out there somewhere I don't know shit about. But if we're talking like any other depiction, I cannot think of a world in which she just doesn't laugh at his face and just punt him into next Tuesday. I'm impressed at the reactions. People read that one. Said that Bi-Generation has a ripple effect and went back in time and calls all the doctors to Bi-Generate. First Bi-Generated, the second. Oh, fuck that he. I'm gonna need to source this because I don't know how that makes any sense. Not that it ever did. I don't even know why you would do that. Because you don't need to do that. So I don't know. I don't care enough. Not about you saying it, but just about the idea in general, because it's irrelevant. With time and space the way it is, it literally is useless of a plot point. Other than to not kill David Tennant in that moment. If you really want to see more Andy Starr, check out Banshee. I haven't heard of that one. Why did Twitter change it to an X? Stupid. It sounds so dodgy. Because Elon is a weenie. Elon is a weenie. Am I looking forward to the Thunderbolts? I'm going to say, not really. Okay, off to edit my Doctor Who reaction. Ciao. Take it easy, Darkly. Have fun. Have I watched Spy X Family? If not, would you consider it? I have not seen it. As far as any new anime, I know it's on the list of things that I would definitely maybe check out. I'm so behind. The newest anime that I'm keeping up with like Bleach because I've always been watching Bleach, but the only new anime, like modern anime that I've checked out, the last one really was Attack on Titan all the way through, and still, even at this point, that's kind of old. Like, I get Jujutsu Kaisen recommended a lot, which I'm curious about. Demon Slayer, I hear a lot, and those are big shit right now. My Hero is one I get recommended a lot. Spy X Family, that's another one too. Chainsaw Man. I am epically behind on today's anime, man. Technically, you are right. I have watched a couple of episodes of Delicious in Dungeon. Is that how you say it? Is that what it is? Whatever the fuck that one is. And that's literally because you forced me to. It was fun. Not my speed, but it was fun. Angel's very sassy and I love it. Ooh, drama. If you watch the Tales of the TARDIS episode, it shows the old companions reunite. Favorite Doctors. My favorite one is when Tegan reunited with the Fifth Doctor, Peter Davidson. Yeah, I've been watching a couple of those for sure. Didn't mean to lie, but that was when she was chilling in heaven or on a beach. I think she'll be surprised if she learns where she's been. I think that'll definitely throw her for a loop, for sure. If Omni would ever have a job in Helluva Boss, would you A, be a butler of Stolas, B, a bodyguard for Vraska Mayday, or C, work at Imp? Honestly, the easiest job, well, I don't know. Maybe work at Imp, because I think that, I don't know, that's a lot of murder. Also, dangerous. I was gonna say butler, but Stolas has some hissy fits, with his drama queen attitude sometimes, and you're just left cleaning it up. But honestly, most days, it's probably pretty chill. So maybe Stolas is butler. Speaking of Banshee, the showrunner Jonathan Trumper did a Warrior after it. Great fights and characters. He was also the showrunner for See That Jason Momoa blind post-apocalyptic show. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know that one at all. But Warrior is definitely a show I want to watch one day. I can see Omni being a butler for Stolas or working at Imp. Those would be the two choices it would come down to. I would not want to have to deal with any of Vraska's rabbit-ass fans. I'll tell you that. Fuck that. The way water affects Devil Fruit users are very inconsistent, but usually water that comes up to their knees weakens them, so yes, they can take baths. Okay, fair enough. So I'm not going to take a bath and just drown in the tub. So if you don't know, Season 2 Doctor Who will come out April or May of 2005, and it started filming in December 2002. Yeah, I keep tabs and all that, man. Can I confirm music is on loop? Yes. No, it is on loop. Or have I lost my mind? No shade, it's pretty. I'm just not sure if I'm hearing things. No, I loop it, man. It's just this is the only song that I've got on this track. It's an hour of it currently, and I just have it looped. The other tracks I would use before is a whole playlist, and it would just cycle through them in a loop. So it's like 140 minutes of like 2 to 3 minute different songs on cycle, and it is what it is. Now that you mention it, I don't know what this was about. Thanks, Floof. Funny enough, Oda has officially stated how often the Straw Hats take baths, and Luffy only takes 1 bath a week. Honestly, not shocked. Doesn't Sanji and Nami take baths daily, and Luffy and Zoro take them like once a week? Yes. Yes, our dumb, stinky boys. Was that from the Zygon invasion? That's not what I was thinking, but you might not be wrong. Any questions for House of Dragon Season 2? I think we get a Daemon versus Aemon fight. Probably. If so, do you think it'll be sword fight or dragons? Probably dragons. Death predictions of the season. Gotta lose somebody big at least. I don't know. I don't know how long Otto's going to be around, man. I'll tell you that. I hope Kristen fucking dies real soon, though. But I feel like we're probably trapped with him for a while. Love your content. Thank you. It's Mills. Haven't seen your reactions for it yet. The Bear. Just finished Season 1 yesterday, so good, bro. Don't want to spoil it. Just saying, I heard good things, and it's one of the shows that actually lived up to it. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really liking what's going on. And it's a little bit of a mystery afloat as well. You still don't believe in Santa Claus, do you? I do. Classic 11. Yeah. I'm currently on vacation for my 21st birthday, and I finally decided to watch Toy Story 4 and Incredibles 2. And my God, they are so much better than I expected. Toy Story 4 gets some shit, but honestly, I think it's pretty good. It rolled the dice and they got lucky. Like, it didn't need to exist. But it was an okay little flick. And I like Incredibles 2. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember liking it. What's up, Pink Dragon? Hi, everyone in the chat. Hi, right back at you. It was really easy to get into royal quarters. No guards whatsoever at the King's Guard. There was getting smashed by the Queen. Yeah, there is that. Omni speaks American. No, I speak English. You all speak some whatever that you've created, some hybrid defunct garbo. I love my little beef with you guys. It's funny. I find it funny. I hope you find it funny. Kristen should really be fired because he's bad at his job. He is terrible at his job, and he's a terrible fucking human being. What, Omni? You never watched Phineas and Ferb? No, I have not. Since you're past this point in episode 2, when it's revealed that Carmi was the one who left the cigarette on the stove, I was like, damn! I know it's not the craziest twist ever, but it weirdly hit like that. Oh yeah, because it's so much how important it impacted everybody in that episode, and then it was his fault. Oh, so good. So good. Kristen isn't going anywhere because he's banging the queen. Or the king's mother. Same thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. My team, black or green? Black can do no wrong. That's not true. But I'm team black, man. Like, Targaryens all the way. Dude, whatever team Kristen's on, I am on the opposite of. That's not the sole reason, but it's a shitty situation, and there's shitty people on both teams. That's the kicker, man. But Team Black, 100%. Marvel Comics. Yes. ElfQuest is free online. I don't know ElfQuest. On How to Read Comics, I'd recommend watching some comic channels like Comic Storian. Rest in peace to Comic Storian too, man. That was some sad news that came out in the last week. One creates comic audio dramas and one breaks them down for normies. Highly recommend them both. I mean, where do you get your Helluva Boss shirts from? I've been looking really hard to get them. Some of them you can still get from Shark Robot's website. Some of them, as I have learned, it's still Shark Robot, but you can only get them at events. Like some of the designs that I got at Level Up Expo. I bought like 13 fucking shirts while I was there. Something stupid like that. But some of those designs aren't on the website and are only at those stands. So that's where I got all of my shirts from there. There was a handful I ordered, but for the most part, all of my Helluva Boss shirts I got when I was at the convention. I just had a fucking big ass backpack full of shirts because I just couldn't stop buying that shit, man. I was gone for a bit. Can someone tell me what he said about Dead Boy Detectives? I think it already passed. Maybe one day. But not currently soon. That's the gist of it. Evening from Liverpool, UK. Have we discussed JD Morgan's role in The Boys yet? Is he real? Or is he darker part of Butcher's subconscious? Negan and Becca like angels and demons on Butcher's shoulder. Yeah, we haven't talked about that during the stream, but I think that's where we're at. Somebody mentioned that, and I can't think anything other than that right now. I wholeheartedly think he is a construct of Butcher's darker desires, and I think it's exactly what you described at this point. Agreed. Got into comics property thanks to the MCU and DC stuff later, but trying to get into comics themselves at my age is just not realistic. Wish it was. Agreed. Brave New Animal is that acronym? Never heard of it. Haven't heard of it at all. Yes, Jack DeSena is the lead role, and I promise the animation gets better in the ongoing seasons. Totally up to you. I've heard good things about it. Maybe one day I'll check it out. Also, Jack DeSena, his old web series, Dorm Room, love it. Used to love that shit. Ate that shit up, man. If you know, you know. Spelling is hard for some people. It is. When it comes to DC, though, they just reset a lot and their flagship title, so it's a pretty good time to jump on board, at least as a character's arc. Yeah, you can always kind of wait for that to happen and then jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Yoshi's not the one popping heads. I love how Chris and Cole went downhill after sleeping with Ray and assuming she would run off with him when she was/is the princess and future queen. Yeah, he fucking, I don't know what the hell he was smoking, man. I love for it, the Doctor becomes Ginger for 3 incarnations, so they'll want something new. I mean, they could do that, change it up or something, like gets trapped as a Ginger for a whole stretch. Jamie was with the second Dr. Patrick. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't remembering that incorrectly, because those two were 2 of my favorites. I love Patrick Troughton's Doctor. The second Doctor is absolutely one of my favorites. Who's my favorite character from Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss? And you can't say all of them. You have to pick one from both. And you said one from both. Now, I'm going to take that as one from each, as opposed to one presiding over all. So my favorite character in Helluva Boss is Moxie, and my favorite character in Hazbin Hotel is Lucifer. So there you go. If I had to pick one character between the both, it's probably going to be Lucifer right now. That's for sure. I do wonder if Doctor would ever have a companion who was American. Yeah, what's the deal, man? You know, planet Earth isn't only the UK. Come on. Doctor Strange and Wong are the best Marvel duo. Fair enough. Peter and MJ are adorable. That they were. Do you think Spider-Man will be in Venom 3, The Last Dance? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Gambit and Rogue. I do like me some Gambit and Rogue. Wanda and Vision. Also, really cute couple. Agree there. They did Drew in the movies, and maybe not be official couple, but I'd like to say Rocket has some feelings for Lila, but not officially love interest. I agree with you there. Teddy and Billy. Huh? This is one of those things I don't remember the association, and the names aren't triggering anything. Unless we're talking comics and you mean Teddy and Billy from the comics, from Marvel Comics. Otherwise, I'm not sure the association here, unless I'm correct in that matter. Because that's a good one too. I think. If I'm thinking of the right characters. I think we're talking about Billy, like Wanda's Billy. I don't remember. Anyway. You know what I'm saying. Thank you. Okay, so all is right. My brain was getting a little fried there for a second. What's up, Hunter? Have you watched Pretty Little Liars Summer School? It's a teen slasher. There's another one? No, I have not watched any Pretty Little Liars. That's not true. I think I've seen like the first episode or parts of it, but that's it. Definitely don't know what that is. But no, unless that won a poll, that's one of those things I probably wouldn't check out on my own time. I want a Kyoshi cartoon series since she's the only past Avatar who intrigues me. She's got 2 books, so I've heard great things about those. I've got them. I haven't cracked them open yet, though. Do you think Deadpool will ever interact with the MCU Spider-Man? Oh yeah, 1000%. Definitely think it's going to happen. Maybe I misheard, but last stream, did you mention having Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1 screeners? Yes. If so, that's cool. Not trying to ask for info, just wondering, have you watched it yet? I haven't had any time. I have until the 18th. The show doesn't come out until the 18th. There's a review embargo all the way up until that, so there's no real point. I can say I have access. That's kind of all I can do at the moment, so I haven't actually watched it yet. One thing I can say is I am almost finished, and it comes out later this week. I'm almost finished watching Part 2, Season 2, whatever you want to call it, of that 90s show. So keep an eye out for those reactions. Do you prefer Star Wars animation or live action? It depends. Like, I don't know. For me, my immediate association with Star Wars is always it's a live action thing. So, but most of the time, especially as of late, the animation's just been so much better than a lot of the live action stuff we've been getting. So while I associate Star Wars with live action, I'm totally cool with Star Wars animation, man. At this point, just fucking give us animated shows, though. You know? So, I don't know. It just depends on the story, really, where I care about. But the animated shows so far have been way more consistent than these newer animated or live action shows. Yeah, I'm gonna try to buy like a big set of all the comics for it. I've heard the search is great and is about to trying to find Zuko's mom. I'm gonna start with The Promise first, since I think that's the first chronologically. Going in released order, when there's not a set order, I think is always the safest bet, because sometimes the writers, regardless, assume you might know things already, so that's not a wrong thing to have done. Question about Hazbin Hotel. Do you think Adam will return as a sinner, or do you think he is truly dead? I feel like Adam is likely to return. Even though it would contradict everything we knew about the angelic weapons. You know, he was killed with an angelic knife. He should not reincarnate, even in hell. So, I don't know. But I would love for him to reincarnate in hell. He's a great character to keep around, and it would be so cathartic to see him trapped in hell as a sinner. Like, yeah, it would be a great story thing to do. I just don't know if they feel like contradicting what they've done. Which, I mean, hey, it's not the first time they've contradicted some shit that they've done, but it's whatever. I don't know. I would like to see it, but I don't know if they will do it. I'm gonna rewatch Atla before reading, though, because one, just cause it's great. Two, so I'm gonna hop right into the comics with a series fresh, and plus ending nice and fresh. Not a bad thing to do. I was late in the live stream, overslept, but now I'm awake. Welcome. Said goodbye when you peaced out. Hope you're still well. Love the shirt. Thank you. We're catching up. Bears off for Star Wars or Huntress from DC. Huntress from DC. Here's a weird story we've heard about. Actress is losing or gaining weight for a role, but Ashton Kutcher took it to a stupid level by having all fruit diet because Steve J did it to prepare for jobs. I've heard of that, though, just being a viable thing, but I've never tried it myself. If Susan dropped in the 22nd century, and Thawne says 134 years from now on the particle accelerator... So this comes with a crazy theory. Is Susan... Is the Insur's theme... Is Susan the Reverse Flash? Is that what you're saying? I was wondering if they were going to say Superman, or if they'll establish at least other heroes. We've gotten mentions of Gotham. This episode being the Mother Lode. That'll be if Superman's the first one, or they love to see an actual DC universe in this animation style. See, I don't know. You know, we know these things exist, but we don't know that the heroes we know exist. And they've been very adamant that they don't plan or intend to touch Batman. I don't know if they've said at all or just for a long ass time. I know they just really want to stay away from Batman, specifically. Do you prefer summer clothing or winter clothing? I wear jeans year-round to my detriment sometimes, and t-shirts year-round to my detriment sometimes. So summer clothing. Because winter, I have to start putting more shit on to stay afloat, and sometimes that gets a little uncomfortable. Hair looks freaking great. Well, thank you, Hunter. Thank you. Hey, Omni, do you ever game? And if you do, please do Stray. I've seen some people play Stray. I haven't actually played it myself. I don't have as much time to game as I would like to. I'm still on hiatus for my playthrough because I have it on the channel. Like if I play like a story-driven game or anything like that, or any of the big ones, I tend to cover it on the channel. But you know, I'm on pause on Chapter 7 for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So I need to find time to get back to that. I'm hoping to do that this week. So. Hoping is the operative word there, so we'll see what happens. But as far as other games that are coming out that I want to check out, I do want to play New Vegas after having watched I do want to play New Vegas before Fallout Season 2 comes out. That's for sure. Elsewise, I'm not sure exactly what else is coming out soon that I really want to get into. The new Life is Strange game, definitely want to check that back out with Max coming back. Looking forward to that. But I've been playing a lot of multiverses when I have the time. Helldivers with Jay and Adam every now and then. Need to find the time and the energy to play Elden Ring, but we'll see about that. I beat the game. I'm like level 266, my default character. So I don't know. We'll see. Play a woman in New Vegas to sleep with Benny. No. I know, and I want Omni to play it. What's up, Bella? Which Stranger film is your favorite out of the three? For me, it's definitely the second one, Prey of Night. I've only seen the first one, and I really like the first one. I haven't seen the other ones. Have I seen Inside Out 2? Not yet. I reacted to the first one. I'm going to wait and react to the second one. Since I already reacted to one on the channel, I'm going to go ahead and react to the other one whenever it comes out for streaming or whatever. Or VOD, because if I can pay for it, I'd pay for it. Did I get a chance to watch Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate? Megamind rules. No. I don't really care for it. You know, the first one's okay to me. I don't love it, but I just had zero interest for any of the little follow-ups to it. Have I played Summertime Saga? Never heard of it, actually. I've never heard of it. My generation doesn't work like that. It was literally just to keep the 14th Doctor around. See, that's what I thought. Ivanati or D. Williams? Ooh, what? Is this going to be something I'm going to get? God damn, I can't type. Oh my lord. What are you doing? I'm not showing any of this, but I'm curious. It's funny, the D. Williams comes up with Billy D. Williams for half a chunk of this, but I don't know, maybe Ava? I don't know. It's a tough call. Depends on the mood, really, but probably Ava. I don't know. Whatever. I think it's cute. So all doctors are back in the present. That's not what they said. That's not how it's... Unless there's an interview that has come out since that clarifies it even deeper, it doesn't actually change literally anything. So I don't agree with that take. So unless there's... Because the bi-generation thing, as far as I'm aware, as far as I've been told, and it's been explained by RTD himself too, is just 15 is the only example of this splintering off. Like, the other ones are always still out there in time and space. I don't think they are... Like, it literally means absolutely nothing. So, like, I don't... Yeah, I don't know. I don't subscribe to all of that. In a world where you can be anything, be Sweet BB Owlboy. Sweet BB Owlboy in episode 6 on a rewatch, like overtly belittled and berated and talked down to, which he says he never did, to Blitz, and then straight up threatened him. I was like, whoa. I mean, it was a low-key threat, but it was still a threat. Lucifer once said, take that depression. That he did. Wise words, wise words. Please don't kill Damon. I love Matt Smith. Likewise. Kristen never aged as Cole. No one's aged. Yeah, everybody's looking pretty fucking good right now, man. I'm here, had to run to get the soft by air fluff guns. Hell yeah. Horrors or thrillers? Horror, probably. More so than anything. The fact that they're trying to store Story 5 is insane. They're rolling that dice again. We'll see. You think Tales of the Empire and Tales of the Jedi were short because of Black and Bunny? No, they were short because they were shorts. So I don't. They weren't meant to be series. Do you wish to relive moments like Saigon invasion or All Things Capaldi? I do like those moments. I do rewatch those moments sometimes because they are really fucking good. Wonder if Toy Story 5 will follow Woody and Bo or Buzz in the gang. I know it's a wild comparison, but Woody and Buzz give Rick and Daryl vibes, and just seeing Daryl with the group kind of worked. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be really interesting. Team Black for me, I like more peeps on this team. Same. Like for me on Team Green, the only person I somewhat sympathize with is Allison. That's it. That's literally it. Otto can go fuck himself. Her kids could go fuck themselves. And all of her little co-conspirators can go fuck themselves. I got attacked by a dog, but not too bad. That's good at least, because that could go real bad. I got fooled by a knockoff. I don't know what you were talking about, but how dare you? Have you been, what did you do this Saturday since there was no live stream? I watched Helluva Boss and edited Helluva Boss, and then I went out, ate, and played Helldivers. Speaking of Shark Robot, have you seen the new Apology Tour merch? Some of them are wild. Yeah, the Blitzo shirts are in the episode. Wally Wackford is selling those exact same shirts, so I thought that was funny. I do like the design, like the little standee for Stolas that they put out. The other stuff though, like it's so mean-spirited. I just can't. Also, I do like the little enamel pin for Blitz with the blanket over his head. But it's better than last one because that's just like, hey, you guys just want to memorialize this painful ass moment forever? Let's go! Also, Helena. Sorry. Helena, also, she's perfectly okay. We got Bobby, Dean, and John. We better get Sam cameo before the end of season 5. I think they confirmed they have him locked in and a character good set for him for next season. So I think that's confirmed. Allison is the Dowager Queen now. And Kristen, not aging thing. Have you seen Kristen Cole? Have you seen Kristen Cole? Get to these Kristen Cole! Get it back that dog! No Merkin. As a ginger myself, I've wanted the Doctor to be ginger ever since I started watching when I was 5. Patrick is definitely my top 3 favorite Doctors. I love Patrick. He was so good, man. So funny how Allison and Ray gave Ray crap for sleeping with Kristen, then she turns around and does the same thing. Yeah, about that. Can I get a hey? Hey! Hold on. Hey! God, I can't do it right now. Hey, bitch! Yeah, I can't do it right now. Come on. Hold on. What is it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I can't get this pitch right now. I can't even, like, hear it in my head right. Am I just too buzzed for this right now? I shouldn't be. I ate like 3 damn tacos before I started drinking this. I don't know. Anyway, I tried. That's your shitty attempt. Do I like Tom Baker? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Eddie and Billy from the comics. Wonders Billy and the Hulkling. Wiccan and Hulkling. Has Omni ever watched a single teen show? What does that entail? Like, does Drake and Josh count? Because I've seen Drake and Josh. What qualifies? That 90s show, or that 70s show, that 90s show, for that matter. What are we talking about? Like, what qualifies in that range, Nick? Arrowverse probably counts. If we're counting the Arrowverse, you know, it's CW, might as well. Seen all of those. Wednesday, I would throw that in there. I've seen Wednesday. Riverdale? No. Nah. Probably teen characters. Then yeah. I've seen the first episode of Vampire Diaries. I've seen the first episode, that was it. I've seen not all of, but most of the OC. I've seen a little One Tree Hill. I think it was One Tree Hill. I watched a lot of season 1, but I never continued it. I've seen most of OC, though. I have seen most of the OC. My friends were obsessed with it when we were in college, and yeah, couldn't get away from it. Stranger Things, I guess, technically counts too. I haven't seen Dawson's Creek. I haven't seen Degrassi. Those aren't ones I've seen. Does Clarissa Explains It All count? I've seen that. The original Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The Doctor has had a few ginger companions. That he has. Speaking of teen slashers, looking forward to Fear Street Prom Queen. First trilogy of Fear Street films on Netflix was a pleasant surprise. I thought they were alright. I had fun watching them. I have full lengths of those. I don't have edited reactions to those, but I do have full lengths for each one of those and reviews on the channel. Funny how both Clarissa and Sabrina are both Melissa Joan Hart shows, but I had a huge crush on Melissa Joan Hart. What can I say? But looking forward to that the new Fear Street. Hopefully it will be fun. I do feel sorry for Allison though. I do. Allison and Kristen are hypocrites because they got raped for some. Yeah. I think we already talked about that though. Allison is a tragic character. She's very gray. I agree with that. I would want more animated Star Wars things. I would second that. There's just more freedom in it. Damon Rhaenyra and Damon might be the only non-hypocritical characters. That's actually, well, yeah. I mean, Rhaenyra pretty much says what she means most of the time. Damon don't give a fuck. He'll just do what he wants. Same with Aemon. Kinda, he'll just do what he wants. You know, like they're not one for double speak. At least just coming off the top of my head, not that I can think of. Yeah, Rey and Damon at least stick to their guns. Somehow Adam the Dickmaster returned. We get the announcement in Fortnite. Need to check Fair and Beyond Journey's End, another fantastic anime. I keep hearing about that one here as of late. Any rumored return date for Harley Quinn? Not yet. I haven't heard one yet. No, we know it's coming, but not anywhere. Has it not been mentioned yet? Still can't believe Patty Considine didn't even get nominated for an Emmy in House of the Dragon Season 1. That throne room entrance scene alone. Yeah, it's a crime. Between that and all of the bullshit, like, snubbery towards the Better Call Saul crew, like, there's some just stupid-ass decisions during that reign, man. Definitely should have been nominated, and yeah. Agreed. Still Angie. Constantine didn't even get an Emmy nom. Character being hypocritical and also well written. That's who Allison is. I don't think anybody was calling her out for being poorly written. I hate the people that think like a bad character, like that because somebody is bad or makes bad decisions or hypocritical, that makes them badly written. It's not how that works. Not saying that it's the case here, but it just prompted that thought. Revenge of the Dickmaster. Patty not winning an Emmy or even getting nominated, and those idiots nominating every single Succession actor was so transparently stupid and bullshit. Still never seen that either. I'm going to Montreal Comic-Con with my mom. Hell yeah. I'd at least like to see him. Maybe fighting invasion forces in Gotham, something like that magnitude we saw with the Parademon, which excited the fourth wall world fan in me. Hell yeah. Just love to see these characters, even if they don't interact, just so they're out there. Kind of like how X-Men 97 did with its greater expanse. Let's see. What was that? For sure, got to bring RF to My Adventures with Superman. Don't you agree, Omni? No. Totally fine. Do I like Chloe or Max better? I mean, Max was the better. Okay, that was a stupid. I was going to say the better character. That's not true. That's a sticky situation you got to get into. They're both really good characters. Chloe got on my nerves a lot. Love it. Love the game, but it's a very complex story in general, but, you know, I never got all that upset with Max. I need to replay it, though. It's been a really, really fucking long time. Really long time. My generation was just an excuse to give us those Tales of the TARDIS shorts. They're as canon as the Doctor being half human, and to give him off-screen trauma healing. Honestly, all they said it was at the time was just so they could take all that we've seen before and just put it over there, and then start from Ncuti onward with a clean slate. And then they didn't do that. They straight up didn't do that this season, man. So much of this season hinged on the past, which was hilarious. Our shoulder pads things are too tall. They are pretty tall. I mean, I need an article. RTD has a knack for saying all sorts of things to confuse viewers. He literally was being sarcastic with Susan Twist, just being coincidental. He likes trolling. He did say that. He didn't say that. I was like, oh, that's just who we could hire. He's a flawless tweet owl boy. Would you rather have a dragon or a dinosaur? Dragon, for sure. Allison doesn't look old enough to have those kids at that age. I'm not gonna lie. That thought has crossed my mind because I still see her as that little teenager behind the counter at the Bates Motel. Like she's just got one of those faces, man, where she still kind of looks like a teenager. Cat's better for a reason. I think that maybe everyone was mean to Blitz, but they were at the party for him because all they knew that Blitz hated himself, and that's why they threw the party, because his ex-girlfriend gave him the cake. The only person on Team Green I feel bad for is Helena. Yeah, that is very fair. My Angel Dust pin. I didn't know 'twas a knockoff. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was... right. All elongated and misshapen. What's up, Omni? What's up, Mike's Reviews? How you doing? Love Aegon and Aemon too. They're bad people, but very interesting characters. Exactly. And to have you seen Tom Cruise in regards to Kristen. Sorry. I don't know what you mean, Nick. I'm a little confused on this statement. Also, Olivia Cook playing Alicent helps. She's great in Bates Motel, and she seems like such a laugh, and likes her booze. That's very true. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when I saw Teen Flash put that up, do I like Tom Baker? And so I was like, who doesn't like Tom Baker? I was like, Tom Baker's awesome. I love Troy Baker. Lovers Counts, Riverdale. And so we were talking about all that stuff. The 100, haven't seen anything with that. TVD has layered characters, but love its spin-off the originals, which has adult perspective of dark characters, villains, POV, basically. I've heard good things about the originals. I haven't, like, heard bad things about Vampire Diaries or anything like that, but, like, wasn't, shit. I always forget his name. He was in Titans, he was just in Halo Season 2. I'm not blanking on his name. Anyway, he's a phenomenal actor. I don't remember his name right now. Halo Season 2 Actor. Joseph Morgan, thank you. He was great. Just as I did it, Drew put him in there. Joseph Morgan, Klaus Michelson, yeah. Did it have cringe book references? If so, it's probably One Tree Hill. I don't really remember anything about it except the intro, though, to be honest. Tim will always be my favorite Doctor. Within seconds, he can go from an adorable, goofy golden retriever that cares about all life to snapping into a genocidal pit bull that will threaten the whole species. Yeah, he was definitely chaotic, and that was one of the things I definitely did enjoy about him. Does what he wants. I don't understand how Anthony Starr has been nominated. So who you meant? Tony Starr hasn't been nominated for an Emmy once. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I didn't remember reading that, but then again, I'm skipping like the discussion. Buffy, I've watched a lot of Buffy. I've watched all of Buffy a few times. Smallville, yeah, I've seen Smallville, so those definitely can get thrown in the hat. Has-Been Hotel, The Last Nick. In episode 1, oh Frenchie, dating this Colin guy, now he cool in episode 4. Wah, wah. Peace out, everyone. See some to get some ish done before House of the Dragon episode tonight. Take it easy, Haunting Autumn. Have fun. We'll see what happens. Hopefully tonight doesn't screw us too much. Why didn't an ad just pop up? Because YouTube puts ads in live streams, man. It just happens sometimes. It's just on automatic. Teen Wolf, Shadowhumpers. That's a wholly different thing. Vampire Diaries, Riverside. I think you meant Riverdale there, but unless Riverside is something, I don't know. I've seen the first episode of Netflix's Sabrina, but I never really went back to it. But I've seen none of those. Chloe frustrated me a bit, but cusses the out of her during the ad. That's funny. Allison was married at 16 though. Her kids married when they were teens too. That's true. That is fair, very true. Riverdale, even damn autocorrect. The fact that Helena had to pick which kid lived is very traumatic. Oh yeah, amen to that. That is very, very true. It showed behind the scenes of Helena drawing things on the wall, and she had one with a wolf with a crown and a woman on fire, being John and Danny probably. Yeah, dude, she's fascinating. Like the way she talks and her kind of prophecies and stuff like that. Definitely gotta keeping an eye on her, man. Whatever a watch Once Upon a Time series, it's awesome, one of my faves. I mean, I'll never say never, but not on my radar currently. Hopefully you get to watch the original someday, man. So good. Again, same thing. Apply to that as well. Don't want anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. How'd you like that read of that rather than singing it? That kind of takes the piss out of it, doesn't it? Helen's dragon name is also Dreamfire, which also makes her more interesting. That is also true. I forgot about that. But I'm caught up. Must sleep. We're good. We're all caught up with everything. And I'm going to try to take a little bit of a nap before the new episode comes out. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for the super chats, all the fun little combos. Hopefully this helped distract you from your post-apology tour trauma. And who knows what will be around the corner. If I could have like a little like community discussion thing, I'd like to do something like that. So I don't know. I'll keep you all updated on all that. Otherwise, I'll try to see you guys next weekend for another stream. I'm on call the next 2 weekends, so there's always the chance I could end up getting called in for work in the middle of the stream, but I'm still going to try to have them. So we'll see what happens. But have a good rest of your week and a good evening, and have fun with you all who are probably going to get traumatized alongside myself with a new episode of House of the Dragon. But see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.